Okay. What is up, guys? PMAN Trades here, back again with another one. So yeah, guys, it's been a while. I did not post. I'm not gonna lie. Last week was a very good trading week. Made profits on gold, made profits on Euro USD, and also USD JPY. Chopped all those three markets. I'm going to maybe post a screenshot or maybe at the end of the video, but I'm not but I don't know where you see it, but I'll show you the profits. I'll show you the profits. So yeah, guys, it's okay. So coming with my analysis, I've really been predicting the markets quite nicely for a while, trying to grow the account to 500 account, and yeah, so let's get in it. So firstly, we have drawn our trend line. Understand? Drawn our trend line. Drawn our trend line from here, one, and yeah, we just basically draw our trend line, and it's on the what? It's on the daily chart, so you understand. These trend lines have some strong backbone. It's not the same as me drawing it on the 1 minute chart where it can be broken or respected at any time. That's why I like to draw them on the higher time frames. You understand? So come to the 4-hour to see some more detail. You understand? So we come and we basically identify areas of resistance and support. So as you can see, this area was okay. What is up, guys? PMAN Trades here, back again with another one. So yeah, guys, it's been a while. I did not post. I'm not gonna lie. Last week was a very good trading week. Made profits on gold, made profits on Euro USD, and also USD JPY. Chopped all those three markets. I'm going to maybe post a screenshot or maybe at the end of the video, but I'm not but I don't know where you see it, but I'll show you the profits. I'll show you the profits. So yeah, guys, it's okay. So coming with my analysis, I've really been predicting the markets quite nicely for a while, trying to grow the account to 500 account, and yeah, so let's get in it. So firstly, we have drawn our trend line. Understand? Drawn our trend line. Drawn our trend line from here, one, and yeah, we just basically draw our trend line, and it's on the what? It's on the daily chart, so you understand. These trend lines have some strong backbone. It's not the same as me drawing it on the 1 minute chart where it can be broken or respected at any time. That's why I like to draw them on the higher time frames. You understand? So come to the 4-hour to see some more detail. You understand? So we come and we basically identify areas of resistance and support. So as you can see, this area was the area of support. At first bounced from here, went up, came back to the area of support and bounced back, but yet it respected my trend line. So due to these multiple touches on this trend line, it's more likely to respect this touch. And also we see a resistance. So this might form a resistance line. So that might form a resistance line. Now another thing that I like to do, I didn't see it, is I just like to take into account standard deviations and all that stuff. Understand? So as you can see on the daily chart, we are below the VWAP, which is the blue line, and then one deviation, I don't whatever it's called, but one deviation below the VWAP. As you can see, if I can even zoom in, you can see that we are basically rejecting off of this line. You understand? So there's a more likely possibility that price can come down. You understand? So we see by the resistance line, the resistance trend line, and also by the the deviation, or like the VWAP standard deviation, or that. So yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to show you. So obviously I want to come to like the 1 hour time frames and look for entries, or also on lower time frames. Depends on you, depends on your style. So let's see what we can. Okay, so even though we did not reach we didn't reach this resistance or support, we can see by that we are about to enter a bearish market. We can besides from price action, what can we see from that? What tells us that it's going to be a bearish market? You can also see that before market closed, we formed a bearish engulfing candlestick. It wasn't formed. I think the bearish hammer. Yeah, I think it's a bearish hammer. So likely price could be turning down. Understand? Price could be turning down. So yeah, that's what I see on that's basically what I'm seeing on Euro. So hope you guys are following with me. So basically not this week, price can change, but for me, I'm gonna be looking for sales. And as you can see, we are according to the Fibonacci retracement tool, we see that we are tracing the 0.5 and also the 0.618 zone. So this is it's a very nice zone where price tends to reverse. Understand? So possibly me, I'm gonna look for nice entries on the lower time frames to get maybe and possibly stop loss being at a reasonable area. You understand? Price is unpredictable. I cannot predict every single move, and my prediction cannot be 100% correct, but that is what we see on Euro USD. Now we go on GBP USD. Now GBP USD and Euro USD basically the same thing. And then as you can see, GBP is already expecting a resistance line. Understand? But let me start from the daily time frame. And as you can see, we have drawn our resistance trend line 1, 2 on the daily time frame. So as you remember, trend lines on daily time frame tend to hold better. For me, I mean, if you know how to identify trend lines, it's going to be a good thing for you. So another thing we can just do is the standard deviation. I mean, not put a VWAP. So that's what I'm trying to say, guys. As you can see, VWAP was placed, and as you can see, the price tends to do what? Price tends to bounce back from the VWAP. You understand? Tends to bounce back from the VWAP. So what is this telling us? That most of the time when price is below the VWAP, we tend to look for sells or a bearish, or market is bearish at that moment. But I wish I could explain this view up in a different video. So I shall remove the trend line. We place it there. Now we're looking for sales. If it touches that trend line, so we're gonna just place it on red. Understand? So yeah, so what I'm seeing, that's the daily time frame, and if you can also see, was a retracement, impulse move for retracement, possibly an impulse move towards the downside. So we come to the 4-hour time frame. So guys, I simply just use price action. I don't use the ICTs because it's a lot of things for me to handle, but I find price action much more easier and it works for me. Understand? So as you can see, possibly when market open, we can weaken to this into this resistance area and furthermore push down. As you can see, we have 1, 2. So that's my R1. Here's R1. Basically, as you can see, R1. So basically, if possible, what I'm gonna do is take a sell. I don't know, stop loss has to be reasonable, and my take profit will be at R1. Understand? So then don't mind the background noise. So yeah, that's what I see on GBP USD. So then we come to USJPY, and this is a light work show, guys, so bear with me, guys. So as you can see, there are so many trend lines, and the trend lines just worked out for me, honestly. Because yeah, it worked out. It's breaking out, coming. Okay, let me just put it nicely. Firstly, let me break it down. The purple zone is a resistance line that I found on the weekly, time frame, weekly or monthly time frame. Sometime like probably a trend line. As you can see, price did what? Price broke and retraced back to the trend line, and then can possibly be moving up. So that is a resistance trend line. I don't know why I put it. So then we also drew a support trend line, and then price was found 1, 2, 3, and it held very nicely here. I think I took a trade here. I don't know, but then yeah. So it is also another formation of a trend line here. So we're just gonna move. I wanna move to lower time frames just to see more detail. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, we retraced to the trend line and we were able to secure some nice profits up there. Understand? So hopefully, if all trades go well, I can buy a 100 account and we move, guys. We move, and yeah. But now we also see another trend line towards the upside. 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, it's holding up quite nicely. So USJPY, it respects trend lines quite nicely if you know how to identify them. So that I can also put it in a separate video, hopefully like you get support on the channel, and yeah. So okay, come to the 1 hour, and yeah, as you can see, we already pushed towards the upside. I should have taken an entry here. I did take an entry, it's just that I got stopped out because, as you can see, I pointed upwards here, but then since what happened was basically I saw that we rejected like a massive rejection. We tapped into this thing, so I think I was around here where I took the trade, buy entry, and as you can see, it respected the trend line again, but obviously my stop loss was mitigated, and the price just went up without me. But the bright side is it protected the market quite nicely. It's just that we do not have like big funds for like a big stop loss and something like that. Understand? So I'll place it there. Also doing this to understand briefly what's happening. So as you can see, here's the support. Price came, one respected, went up, went down. So it's basically support, resistance, and now potentially can turn into a support. So basically, another thing is what, as you can see, the viewer is telling us that price is potentially jumping from this green line here, the standard, let me just call it a positive standard deviation. Understand? The negative, what's alright, the wick towards the downside touched our green line, meaning that potentially we could just be looking for quite nice profits towards the upside, and not anything too big, because remember we are on the higher time frames. Higher time frames, you find that we're on higher time frames, so like take profit cannot like be very very high. Take profit cannot be up here because we are on the 1 hour time frame, you understand? So yeah guys, that's what I'm seeing. So potentially when market opens, I want to see something like I want to see an entry for high positions, and then I'm going towards the upside. So that's what I see on USJPY. So we are gonna come to gold now. With gold also happened. It's just that I was stopped out. It was a good trade, honestly. Actually, it boosted my account quite nicely, this one. So basically what I saw, let me just go back. So obviously we go to the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame we see nothing. Don't force what you don't see, guys. So move down, and then as you can see now on the 4 time for our time frame, you can see something 1 2 3. So on the 4th we just look for, so on the when that trend line can break and with a closure, which this closure tells us that we could be looking for sells. So that's what happened on gold, understand? So came up with some resistance and into support, and came up, held, came down, and what. So basically the price was playing around here, as you can also see here. So go to the 1 hour time frame, and as you can see, we came back to the support, which turned into resistance after this break, so it came back to retest. So I'm looking for a good entry. I couldn't see a good entry, on the 30-minute on the what time frame. So basically what I did was use the Fibonacci retracement. It's a good tool, and I adjusted the Fibonacci retracement tool. So price came back, retested the 0.618 and 0.5 zones. If I'm correct, they are the golden zones. Understand? So price just came flourishing down. Initially my take profit was quite, that's why I say like take profit cannot be high, because like it's the high time frames. So the good thing about this trade was I was training my stop loss. I was training my stop loss in the 30 minutes. So I wouldn't say I lost quite a lot, but yet he P1 hit. So that's the good thing. But that's the previous trade. We are not focused on the past, we are focused on the future. So again, come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, it's just basically multiple touches, and also the upside 1, 2, 3 with a massive wick here, meaning that its price is price is rejecting more expensive levels, you understand? So basically here, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure of what to do, understand? Gold is quite predictable, but yet what I can say is, if I would come to a decision, I would say we are looking for buyers. Reason being is the double top pattern I see. So just go here on the search bar, say double top, double, double top, and double top. Okay, it's not there. No, but it has to be there. It has to be there. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I cannot see it, but hopefully you can see what I'm trying to say. Double top, 1, 2, 3, bounce back, and then on the neckline of that double top, what happened? The price moved up. So we could have taken interest here and moved. They targeted this high here, understand? But obviously trailing stop loss. So basically what I mean is the double top, 1, 2. Basically just see a W, 1, 2, came back to the neckline, so you could have just in there, and then take profit, not at that high there. Honestly, I'm just thinking of how I would have set my take profit without seeing the price, you understand? So obviously stop loss cannot be that high. Stop loss has to be somewhere there, I think. Obviously I'll look at the 30 minutes, but obviously below that neckline for sure, below that swing point, basically the sweet point. So I came back, and we only would have hit maybe TP1 and go back down. Now the thing is, this could have been a winner, just that not full TP would have hit. Now what I'm trying to say is, as you can see, my TP is there, but before price hit my TP, it went down to stop loss. Now how do we fight back or combat this type of trades? We need to trail stop loss on lower time frames, you understand? Trail stop loss on lower time frames, yeah. So 1 going up, 2 or something. Obviously it can be on a 15-minute time frame or something like that. but we will just monitor it. So guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. That will give me a lot of motivation and more encouragement to inform you of winning trades, you understand. Obviously this trader will show that I don't know, lacking motivation to post, but please guys, like and subscribe and maybe possibly share, you understand. And yeah guys, PMAN out.